Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roguetech Soft Spots. First discussion point soft spots is the tonnage to engine, therefore speed discussion. As we all know, the bigger the machines, the bigger the engine have to be. But there are different speeds that a mech can achieve because the number or the size of the engine is restricted, either by the availability of the engine, by the number of engines that is actually produced in terms of raw power. For example, the normal engine maximum is 400. There are bigger engines, but they're super heavy, so I'm not counting them in here. And of course, the fact that the mech has a certain carrying capacity. You cannot build a special engine into a clint that is heavier than the machine itself. That should be quite obvious. With this out of the way, where is the soft spot? Because there is for each engine type or each mech type, tonnage type, a spot where you pay more for the engine than you get out of in speed. So for example, if I want to build a 40-ton machine with a speed of, for example, 812. How do we do that? Well, first of all, we have to install an XL engine because otherwise this is not really feasible. So let's put that in. And now I'll show you something. If we want to get this machine with 40 tons to a speed of, at the moment, it has a speed of 6.9. We want to have it at a speed of 812. So we have to put an engine that is bigger than a 300. A 320, I think a 315 would do as well, but now we take this one here, and as you can see, it's 812, and it has a weight of 15.25 tons. Now, if we do the same to a machine with 45 tons, we need a bigger engine. But the higher we go, the harder it will be to get the machine to the speed with an engine. So we have to take an engine that is, in fact, heavier than, or more than 5 tons heavier than in the engine before, or in the machine before. So this now gives us a speed of 810, but it has a weight of 20.5 tons. So we're paying more than 5 tons just to get the machine to the same speed, although the mech itself is only 5 tons heavier. Now, of course, I only had a 360 engine, but you get the idea of it. So, for example, if we want to get a 55-ton machine to that speed, if that is at all feasible. We'll see that in a second. I think I don't have an engine big enough to accomplish that, but maybe I can get close. The biggest engine I have available at the moment, that is the 370. We only get to 710, and that thing weighs 22 tons. And it is exponentially. So if you want to get this guy to the same speed, either there is no engine or the engine will be even much more heavier than that. So the question is, where is the soft spot? And I've done some math and I can tell you some of the soft spot. If the speed you want to achieve is 6 walking, 9 running, the best size is 55 tons. Because if you take a 60-ton machine and try to get it to 6.9, you're paying more than 5 tons. So you're getting a negative out of that. If you want to have a speed of 5.8, it's 75 tons. If you go higher than that, you will pay more than the tonnage you gain in pot space, so to speak, or in weight. And if you have a machine, if you want to achieve a speed of 812, for example, the sweet spot is 40 to 45. It depends a little bit on how you define equally, or if you want a benefit of it. If you want it equally, it is 45 tons. If you want a benefit, a slight benefit, then it's, I think, 40. With that being said, do you agree with my assessment that the sweet spot for engines exists in terms of what you gain in internal weight and in pot space? or you say that is not actually a thing. So as I see it, 6.9 is 55, 5.8 is 75, and that is basically the two speeds that you operate with. Because if you go higher, it's 4.6, and that is basically a 100-ton machine if you don't make it too slow anyway. So what do you think about this suggestion about these sweet points? In the next video, I will talk about speeds and what speeds actually mean in combat. What do you want from that, either from, besides from just getting from point A to point B. See you in the next video. Hope you will follow how you... Well, you should not follow me. You should follow the video and write me down what you think. I would be very, very interested.